Calling from a 913 area code. Who's this?
Yes, Sam.
Yes.
My name's Lee. I'm a resident of Indiana, and I just wanted to call in and talk about the Trump carrier deal and Cenk Uyghur's response to it.
All right. Well, tell us. Carrier is an air conditioning company in Indiana that employs about
Correct.
somewhere 1,500 to 2,000 people. It is a subsidiary of United Technologies. It is the most profitable unit, is my understanding, in United Technologies. It had announced some time ago that it was going to move down to Mexico in about 2 years to cut its labor costs. My understanding is a big part of that is because they want to get use the profits to do a buyback, a stock buyback. And Trump, during the campaign, said there that he was going to make a deal, or he would slap a 35% tariff on their goods if they left the country. So is there any of that is incorrect to your knowledge, and why don't you take it from there?
Well, that wasn't what I wanted to address specifically, but just sort of like the response on the left to his announcement that he saved 1,000 jobs, because in this video Cenk posted, he said, that this is something Obama didn't try to do or he couldn't do, and that he's just trying to give Trump credit. And I think in the interest of trying to be honest, quote unquote, I think people on the left they can create this false narrative, because, I mean, if you look at the facts, before Obama took office, every month we were losing almost 1 million jobs. And if you look at PolitiFact, Obama's completely correct that we're creating jobs at a pace not seen since 1999. And that's kind of basically all I really wanted to say about that. I don't think we should buy into this that Trump cares and that he's strong and or any of that. I think this is mainly a PR deal.
Of course,
it's
it
good
is.
press.
Of course, it is. Now, and my understanding is that the deal involves tax breaks from Indiana, from the governor of Indiana, who happens to be the vice president, who could have done this easily at any time before now.
Look at that.
But aside from that, what you're saying about private job growth under Obama is true. The problem is we lagged in public sector job growth relative to other presidents and presidencies coming out of recession. I mean, there's no doubt, right, that the Obama administration, to the extent that they started to do stuff in raising growth or protecting jobs from being outsourced, it was anemic. They grew jobs. But if they really wanted to tackle this stuff, there was stuff that for them to tackle. Nevertheless, the optics look good for Trump. But you're right. People shouldn't be fooled by this.
Right. And it's not as if, we needed more tax cuts in this state. I mean, there are reports out that, because of the economy in this state, people are living in depression level type poverty, and that we're now the 13th most dangerous city, Indianapolis, that is in America, right near. I think we're more dangerous than Stockton, California at the moment. And, I don't think giving more tax cuts to these companies is going to help, even if we keep 1,000 jobs here. I mean, it's going to cost us more.
Yeah, I mean,
that makes sense.
Well, I mean, but
sorry.
I guess this is very good politics on behalf of Trump. But the reality is that you hear about governors giving giveaways to companies to lure them into their states all the time. I mean, it's not particularly good policy. It's certainly not national policy. It doesn't have implications for other companies going across the country. What's he going to do this with every company that's going to leave? He's going to get the senator. He's going to appoint each governor his VP and get them to do a tax break for them. I mean, so I understand the incentive behind this because I, as much as anybody, want the Democrats to become more populist.
Right.
But to pretend that Donald Trump is populist, tax breaks for companies to keep half of their workers in Indiana in one company is not populist policy. It's simply populist rhetoric and politics. But appreciate the call.
Right. Thank you, Sam.
Right. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Over. Subscribe.